Emma bi wo kwa momre me hu se bataye na moye no na
And then
madwene no
I'm
me
network.
hu se obetumu dia wo kunu man more space for manenya na yi ne ma wo ho a enu po konfa no ko check up abrochia do kunu ko se wonko yese ya endi be ye yo mbe ya chiro sese a oye negative a ube hu positive a ube hu aha machine no enye se we ya yese edam straight mesra my fam kunu akọ
obi busa se betimi ayese bi a be ma no yakoye ni remote control enu nti ana
mesese si ano wo a wo kunu befa wachi bia ne girls no omundi agro ebinom ne na mara ebinom ne na memi ho no baby anam onan kapa ne ade me hu no mapio ba me ntum kansam ti mo bia mo adwem mo gina ya santo ma no mo gogo too much ukuru ne so okọ Ghana mesro wole ne hye awom wa ha mompira mo so mo gi leaf ne bi otom mo kuno kwa mo se nkura ne nya yenko wokwa wo ne wokuru bibia ontum nko baabia ontum nko se si ano and I tell you eniema mo nyo eniema mo nya mo jam ho a mo jam ho a twa sama ye ni se beba beda we hwe se papa hwe fridge hwe ne ebeba mo fa we ntum ho fo obaabia wokuru ko Ghana ba manen one nenda show so monko test wa ha because e fa monko Ghana no mo be mana so e wo na anije no wo I tell you na wo si fi pre mo pe na wo do airport ni ye you luggage wo bibia ye check you in wo bibia correct na wo pia na wo sa wa ba wo krom Ghana aha stress na so maye I tell you stress no so maye wa ha
would you follow your husband
Wonya see a airport wo bibia wie ni e be fa wo noma na wo kofie pe na ya no wo gua ho se wo ba bi mpa na wo su me ya me eta ya me tin be 4 years me nkoi because me aka 1 week na me beba no na fe na me ni age Ghana ata mo mi aka no kre Omi anka no kwemema no afa mu ntumo nhamo so na mo koso a yi necessary body we say wu ntumo nhamo so use condom oba na wo kofa no woni woni be ma no ma deda wuti abrochie na wakọ adeti na wo so wo health wo so say ade we ya me time enti me kọ won no mo fa bi me ma no mo fa bi hyemutim Oba no obetuma atna wo say oto oni mpna ofam pna nti wo kope wo obeye tito ye wo kofa no wo de wade ekowura mu pe wo be wo se wo no wo konya yare HIV hepatitis na mo yi mo be mamu ebe hyehyemu a ye be hwe no ma wo koti white membubo yi wo abro yi so na fe obe mamu hyehyso wo dwonsa na fe na wo chem na wo be huna me yesra mo ne tam no emunye your health na shake you please and health ni shake you o cost wa your organic food wa ha odran say munhwa ade me ye pamocho munja samo wala na se wi asaye hu a so
me pacho ememe ni bi nso atro se ni etu ema ne fo se me mo ho enfo mo ho nka mo mu kunu ko se no na trigger wo mo koye sawo
na nekia me pacho mitimi
na me de me ma no de wo ka sam choma omonye oba de no be kam ne kuna let me tell you me ma no mo help ma no fi mo mama no feel so mo ye queen mamo me ma all the time ma feel so mo ye king it wo be ma no me so buaba no wo ne ma bim wo buaba na eyeden a on break because sex ne wo ne sa no na wa bra you can enjoy it wo kuno so enjoy it will be
I don't say baby I will come for the me no wonya adwene I disagree with you but what
Nana Jemfi your money we no Orlandia
no Nana Jemfi wo there ya you wo free mo na wo ye me ne Jemfi because school kame wale obi ye Jemfi masa mo den ti wo on tuma attack me manye o kwese na ma yes o kase manye hwe mo onyema bi wo wa wotu hye ho so a na wadwuma bie wo hwa yesrew wo de meyam bo binom mo ye week ebinom ye week pa tell you ebinom ne yennim no mo nnim obehwa no odibem nso na obi akodi ayi afọ no odibem ne yede fo na begu no so eno ne ye kasa fa ho na se me wo me landing poma biaba wo hwe me da bia ye fie ene na menim nkofo mo aware menim no omo tu omofo amosi be me so opese wo jire wo kono ho a na wo towa eya aboa no wo fie ade yem tetefo na fanchire mema no nti akoye tabu ba ene no mfantefo mema no me wale fantini bema no kodwom no kodidwa be ye aduane me bisa o se ane maame no ye meat pie one no ye feeling no ti mfantefo mema na tell you me nye avet afantini bema bia kitchen no konya ne de ne yire ya ade obo na mfa no ho obo no to certify ono ani marriage. So I say, but ya ne your pass your kofu bi wo wa jade na your mutabu. So be ko jade ne oba wo ho koye de wo jade. Iti esafe ne ye de kire me ma boys so mo ko Legon omo na ye omo bibia Lucky omo aunt no so a omo papa panyi ne omo papa ne yiri panyi no ye ketra no me pesa me kire no ye ketra into oye bibia nkra no epo no na me ba ko wale oba ne beble omenya na meka sema nko ne nkoboa no obeboa na de because oye used to it's what when you used to know learn na boa wo yire na ka wo yire fa jeje wo yire so ema ye pa jeje ye pa gift ye pa kasade se na nyame boy no ye sa na nyame sem onye ye na ye so ye fa ye ho ye mbre ye ho asema mo na wo ndo wo yire wo tiatia wo yire wo kasa no rough na wo ba no ho na say mewura bra the family no ye not it's na nam pacho manuesi
waka ni nyina nyame enhira wo pa me hu say yes sister bi mi money din wo say operation follow mo ndi mu kunu no machi me says obi o ho abedi nachi okaso obeya o yo mami na wo say emese wo ba fa training ti no obekasa na cause na wo kasa na kate mami wo ho okay mami nya ready dia ene nana Jane fie me se wo na edru so yes mo your time ni ntie nye ni ntie mu why nana yetie o
ante eda say me kaka krebi but I don't support I said you really kaka na ha no yengu aware but yet netina aware
yes nana me pacho mitimi kasa motemi nka me pacho motemi nka
be yetonka ye nenten yetie
me pacho motemi nka
etie no
me pacho motemi nka
na ma me na nka sase na
nana Jane
me pacho motemi nka nana motemi nka
so mama me nka say enwie why no
nana motemi nka
what yenka
hello
me say wa de ne kura mu
nana motemi nka
Ebi emese maame nana Jane fitwa so emese ba ebi a maame o ka so o training ti emese ba ebi o won nye nana Jane fitwa so maame emese wa nana Jane fit
okay nana mbacho teminka edem
yetonka edem pa
mbacho teminka nana
Edem encoding.
Okay, me that's it. If we are sick to my father or to a agrofon, as a man any dance in each bit here dance here, a story not kind. Me say a non-fa. He say, side chicks now Mugugana no nana, if the money at a power, may possible say. A man of Morgan in himself, member wa bruchi do na ne manete. Ewo abruchi ha. Into o magana ma wo call o me fa one. But to extent to say, oba na timi aye woni ni kunu video. ɛde ascending no without bɛrima no information bɛrima no nim ho hwee no story na wɔka na ɛhwehwema so kakra bet deɛ me komu na makasa afa ho yɛ afutuo na mede ma sɛ ɛmɛma yɛ wɔ aburukyire sɛ mpo no yɛ kofi ne yɛbɛbɔ bra bi ati saa me avoid yɛ yere no mkɔ yɛ yere no ma yɛgya wo mokyire ɛne yɛ mma a yɛgya wo mokyire a yɛkɔ no two pɛ deɛ ɔbaa no asɛm a ɔde baeɛ ne kyɛ sɛ wɔno ɛna akɔgye ne n'akatua ntento hɔ ɛna mode ɛyɛ project bɛrima no wodie wɔ mu deɛ wo nneɛma sɛ na osika asɛm nyinaa kyɛ sɛ bɛrima no wo na wo rush de akɔyɛ wadeɛ enti na wotu saa na ma no sɛ te saa bɛrima no wadi nsɛmfo so obi turu kɔhwɛ nkwa a yɛnturu ne nkonkɔhwɛ wuo saa bra no sɛ bɛrima no akɔbɔ na mpaampa wa anya adeɛ one wabu ɔbaa no kwase a fi sɛ ɔbaa no akyerɛ dɔ ɔbaa no wakyerɛ dɔ ɛde akyerɛ wo sɛ ampa sɛ bɛrima no wakɔyɛ saa adeɛ no ɔkɔda saa suban no di paa deɛ a ama ɛtumi asɛnde ho ayi visuals ɛde abrɛ na yere no ɛyɛ akomateɛ bɛrima no wanya adeɛ saa adeɛ no wayɛ no sɛ wayɛ ampa a wan show maturity wan kyerɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ ni so ɛyɛ jimisɛm ɛna wayɛ no and ɛbi na midi kaka sɛ ɛhwehwema so kakra sɛ bɛrima jimi phobia no no ɔbɛyɛ saa adeɛ no de akyerɛ ne yere Morgan Brown and side chick bie no ma ɔno no de ade ba bi odidi no pɛ so ɔsɛ ho nto bɛyɛ saa adeɛ no ntinsɛm na kɔɛ bebree but sɛ no kwɛ sɛ bɛrima na kɔyɛ a one ɔmpɛ kwan ɔbɛfa so a ɔbɛpa ne yere ne kyɛw yie na yɛngu aware deɛ na nneɛma necessary ayi a wɔsɔ mo yɛ ma aware ne sɔ no ya ɔmo ntu saa na mo no na ɛnso na saa deɛ ɔkɔyɛ no deɛ wɔde mmu asɛm nana mede ma no asi
yo nana Jemfi pia yɛda ase ɛkwan
nana me pacho mitimi kasa me network no deɛ na ms me apa nana wonim me si oba na mo mfa abufu nsɛe na sɛm we baby edru na wo sɛ ɛyɛ brain work at hand so atiase bɛrima no nya akro nimfie kwan ọba fi hɔ no so ọba no betimi ne natwea akɔpem so ɔbɛyɛ ne test nyina ne wohunu sɛ oni problem bia wɔ ne ho a cool na afei deɛ ɛmoa bia na ɔde boa bɛrima no onyai
okay
onyai no nka nkyɛ bɛrima no sɛ ne 41k wo sɛ dɛbɛn na ɔma ɔde ne nsa kɔ kaayɛ no sɛ wɔ sɛ ɔbɛboa no mu yɛ adwuma no mu de tua
okay
Chesa oni bema nko ni boot for boot because oba na no te Ghana wona won sorry senior mama bema no nu aduane nye hwe ma no ono de na kwa akotena car ono ne mani kan tena mu bi efie no se no kwase mse yesi anase yensi ye no ye de na kwa akotena fie ho anase de na kwa ma na kwa hu fie ho ejo no eyire ne kane na me oba na du ba bia maintenance wa wodi e wadwuma di usika wo se obedi ekira me yakọ Ghana be ma si da bi onu ankasa ne nkasa be ma na du so pese okọ Ghana na suban sesan ye a ho pepre se project no jankwa ankoye ne ntem adan ne beba ena Jerome kayen e den na wo sika ye pension money kwabena ne timi kira wo se wo de fa onsa ko bo wo di mu na onu no ni din
ma me senka awari a wo moti o mo ho asedi enka enye boni o say bia
da bi hwe ade bi wo ha ye boni ade ye mienu ane chenye chena wo din mi wo din wo ye adwuma misumi ye adwuma wo pension scheme wo ho no mo wo de wo na opese re kokọ ya ade no fa wo nsa nkọbọ wo die mu meme na me fa me nsa nkọbọ me die mu obi nim le obewu daache di obewu eja ne nyonko daache ana obi nim yare bi da ye ni ma eba anu odon kyerɛ jimi o eya menti ase odon kyerɛ jimi na oba mpo de woni do wotwa kaben oba wo de ne so bebre onwo ase ni wobu be ma no ma on brasie kyerɛ jimi se bi ne se obi a won nompa mu atwa pictures e de asende wo no oba ne nti oba kyerɛ se onim se be ma no wo yire Messi mini madam for be on ne papa bi twempna wo US. Be 6-7 years ni wo ho. Na mene na ko eda ne mene ne mienu to ko ka je me se papa ne yire friend no di na to be di bi. Ma mene yire papa ne yire friend no di na tema obedi ni bi enyo no ko se papa ne be se ne pe. Na who caused it? Eti mi asem ye machine ni madam for ntamote. Me ne madam for ntamote ansa na me ba. Eti so ye be ma na wu yire nko a nyoma bi wa ontimi fa anye no. Adan ti na me man pese mbati ase se yetimi tena oba ba akon. Adan eti ne yire brebebrebe yi wa hunu. Emu oyo ema omunyai be ma ne ma be ma no nya kwan enkofa sa ba ne ma. Tena de ono ne ntina na moa pa de oni bi de boa no. Eto ne nsem anu ehotiri. Eto ne nsem anu ehotiri. Eto e wo so de be ma ne fo mekomu. Na be ma ni sua nyansa o jaine dia mpna no ye na ne se mehwe wakoma ho abufo no eja ware na ma eti we ye nyan ma woni ne nyina na wa ha no mu ono be ma ne mprai no be ko Ghana so ati ase eti dia onye de tuo na ma onye bitim de ko hwe mpna no be si ho no ne kwan ahanso de mra ye adwuma mama eti oba ne problem ne san ya obe mass ade afia wewe abegu na ware mimi emo fe bufu nse emo fe bim die nkwaji fodie onka na komanto ne yem no ne be ma no kono boko president Kufuor kan asem bi o since o hie mfa nipa jinsi onwunu eti odi akomahie ebedi asem we enima obese na asem we wo de to form boko eno sa na asa wunfi na asa wunfi no debi obehu abeg na odi ebufu na dabi we yemfa ebufu ndi sa asa mu eji nkakra me ka kire no ne dase
Yo mame ye dase epa oba pa me pa cho yeti.
Okay, me da was say. This situation.
Oba pa ria na nko menaba.
This situation, no, a very painful. Betrayal is very, very painful. And when you know something, it's very difficult to unknown and unseen. Seeing those videos, in your mind, it will play in your head over and over and over. And once you betray, your trust is, it's broken. It's very difficult. And I do agree with the Amunyan and say, Obana also nyabotre airport ne de menkofa no, that's for sure. But oba finding a way to get home, and then the 401k no, that is a retirement investment, right? That's your retirement. To me, if I was that woman now, I wouldn't have gone in to take out that money, especially knowing say potentially all instances muntimi nko together that is a suspect to me, me yet, and the 401k, because 401k, that's your retirement. Even if, God forbid, went to me and sit down, at least you have, you have hope somewhere. Say, retire, you have something to rely on. And, it's not a good idea to do that. And the other aspect, and also say, I find, a lot of men, when women cheat, men cheat, but what I'm saying, majority of men cheat, and they're very selfish. I think men are very selfish.
Thank you,
extremely selfish, and they don't think further. They think only below the belt, and they don't think say the ramification, health reasons, financially, and also endure like the exposure. About Odobroni, all this. Not that I'm bringing this Dadulumbe, but it is a topic. It is what is happening, right? And this happens multiple times. Only said Dadulum, but we constantly talking about it because we're famous. And then also, this thing happened to a friend of mine, who lived in New York, and the same situation. Okay, she's a healthcare provider, just like myself, and she, or trustee Nikunomu decided they're gonna have a business. Until Nikunomu call back and forth to Ghana. And so yeah, so the quarantine, your career, you're busy, you want to mean call the mammy minko to new mum na ya ne yako. No bani G nidi and talk no call back and forth. And then she hear rumors say or name ma call someone they call them man I did them. No more have a fight. The guy denies, like heaven and earth says it's not happening. To make a long story short, almost decided say almost life insurance, right? Into almost life insurance, you know. And I have say in America, we life insurance, you have to do a HIV test. Maybe we health, they do health assessment, and almost HIV. Lo and behold, the man was tested positive. And so now my friend was like, "Oh gosh, I'm dead." Wahoo. My friend was like, I'm dead, bro. I'm done. I'm done. You know, and I'm saying, no, then ya butre. Wahoo. And see, okota, and now, no, it's like every, or be or you're innocent, or you're faithful in the marriage. It happens, sounds so now, every month, and then every 2 months, and then every 3 months. You have to count, Obano have to keep testing for a very long time. And Sana, you're clear, so we okay. The guy was so embarrassed that he ended up taking his own life. The guy ended up taking his own life. And you know, the say, yes, if it is painful to betray your love, your trust, you know, I hope say men who cheat and I need be who cheat, you know, think of the ramification. I mean, for 2 seconds or 2 minutes of enjoyment or whatever the situation is, you know, in the long term, you know, the kind of exposure who expose your family in your children, your wife, men don't think that far. Think of the short term gratification. I'm thinking, to me, so if I were the woman, so me couldn't uber fear. Me comfortable say even I will engage in sexual activity with you until say I make sure say you're clean. So you're gonna test and all that. And if you refuse, then, whatever happens, because I will not expose myself to that kind of situation because I've seen too many of it as a healthcare provider. And then as, seeing other people, innocent people who are, they're very innocent. They were faithful. They did all the right thing and they become victimized by it. And I don't think it's fair. And if men get educated enough, maybe they will learn to control themselves or get help to kind of be a little bit more, selfless and be more considerate. I think all that would help. And one thing, the side chicks, from what I hear, they're very aggressive. To send Mr. Tatata, whatever. I say, I can't be say, Obabe and Obe Jimia, Obe one also one more. These women don't care. Okay? They don't give a crap. I mean, you are not the only person. They have other people they're willing to go into Obe yet. I'm not sure. I mean, again, although said, na mami akosia sewa frehwa, ofasa wada, oniho, why say. I mean, as a woman, how do you feel? They don't care. No, these side chicks, they're taking it. They're aggressive. I didn't know the video. I didn't know to be suma the wife just to so a person honey heart to keke. And they don't care. And these men have to be very careful. And I've heard so many things. Even in my own family, I've heard, it's happened in my own family. And I know that it happens. And all the American scene say, men need to be more cognizant, need to be more aware, and need to be more considerate, and stop being selfish and start thinking of the ramifications of what's happening.
Yes, thank you so much for your submission. I love it. You, me patrol, sis, yes, sister.
Okay, let me see why.
Okay, Queen, also was some can any kind of quick now. Me patrol, sis, Edru Konongo, the old bounce or no on teacher ye. Into no Edru, so Esther, can a quick na young queen.
Sɛ ma mute me ho na mekasa gu. Mpakyɛ mote me nka.
Yeah, Tonka.
Oh, okay. Na ɛbra na Jerome kasa no ka biribi sɛ adɛn nti na ɔbaa no side chick no etimi sende obema na yere videos ne ade
Right.
ɔka comment ya ɔka nsɛm bebree na asɛ mentimi amma mu at that particular time ne nti ama me fi but it was something like that.
Or say a man so no bema bebu sa ade no wo ton. Na nti o say oba wo na otimi resist sa ade no menton.
Ɔhu sɛ nana yɛn kurom Ghana no bɛrima bi a ɛkɔpɔ ɔbaa ɔno ɛhyɛntirim so ɔno ɔkɔ akɔyɛ ɔbaa no lie adeɛ bi a wɔbɛka convince ɔbaa no ama ɔbaa no agye n'atom ɛna wɔbɛka nti some of the men menkasa wɔ mu nyinaa mmarima no bebree naa ɔmokɔ akɔ mu a ɔmowɔ yere ɔmokɔ akɔtwe mpena a ɔmo sɛe wɔn yere no kyerɛ side chick no to the extent sɛ saa ɔbaa no bi lose respect ɛwɔ side chick no anim. Wo a woyɛ yere no wonnim sɛ wo kunu side chick ni o ɛnso side chick no nim wo ɔbaa no wo ɛyɛ ne main chick no wonim wo ɛna yɛasɛe wakyerɛ no ɛna me yere ne me na ɛna me yere me ne ne gyae ɛna me yere sei ɛno wɔde kɔkɔ kama side chick no atena ase na wagye mama no nti ɛkɔba saa adeɛ a wo side the side chick no bɛyɛ wo ɔbaa no ho nana awerɛho ɔnni respect and iota of respect koraa ma wo because of the wo kunu aka akyerɛ no nti sɛ nka bɛrima no kɔɔyɛ no ɛna ɔma ɔbaa no te aseɛ sɛ mewɔ yere ɛwɔ mma ɛwɔ amanɔne na wo deɛ maba Ghana meba holidays na mpɛ sɛ mepɛ obi ne n'atwi so a ebi a ɔbaa a wɔyɛ badwemba no ɔnte aseɛ ma no ɛna ɔbaa nso a wɔpɛ biribi adi ewu ɔbɛte aseɛ wɔn ne n'atena nti no me phone ɛringe a ɛmmɛn ho you don't have any right to come near my phone ɛnka ɔbaa no bɛsuro sɛ bɛrima no phone ɛringe ɔkɔ akɔfa nko wɔmfa so ɔno deɛ ne sika wama no ate aseɛ sɛ wowɔ yere wɔ mma wɔne ne na ɛtwi so nti ɔno pɛ na ɔbɛpɛ bi akɔdi nti no ɔnni gyimifoɔ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ dɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔfa afon no wɔ yere akɔkasa but ebi a wobɛkɔ mu no na bɛrima no aka akyerɛ ɔbaa no sɛ oh me yere koraa dɛ mene ne gyae o anaa bi a mene yere sɛdeɛ bɛrima yi kɔ a wayɛ ne ho gangster wahyehyɛhyɛ asomade ne ade a ɔrebɔ bra a that is contrary to the life we live in US deɛ nyɛ de ahwɛ yi koraa bɛka akyerɛ ɔbaa no sɛ ɔnware yɛ mpo na ɔnware anaa maware ne sɛ mene me yere gyae o me yere onye obi a mene ne na mene ne gyae asɛm koraa wɔ court na ɔkeka ne sɛ ne sɛ wo abɛfra a ɔbɛka akyerɛ sɛ ɔno na ɛgye my man ɛhɔ na sɛ obɛnya saa kokoduro na ka saa asɛm no akyerɛ ɔho nti no ɛyɛ na mmarima no sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ mo baabi sɔresɔre na mopɛ baabi de akɔ na moakɔ akɔbɔ mu hwɛ wɔ mu wɔ baabi a mesrɛ mo monlive mo innocent wives no emu nyi wɔ mu mfiri mu ate mamofo mu nkɔ mese side chick bi asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ main chick bɛrima bi yere nti ɛne sister no wu the shock of it bɛ ɔbaa no hwee fam ansɔre bio stroke yɛnsom tim ɛne ɔbaa no wu asɛm a ɛfiri asɛm yɛayɛ a ne kunu mpena ɛka kyerɛ no nti no ɛyɛ a ɛtɔ da a ɛnyɛ maa no ɛnyɛ side chick na mmom deɛ wo bɛrima no akɔka kyerɛ ɔbaa no ɛna ama ɔbaa no nya audacity to talk to you like that because mede ba no wobɛsi sisi na menim doctor bi a na ɛne ne yɛ adwuma doctor no ɔpɛ maa paa but ɔkɔfo ɔbaa bi ɔbɔ ho so wɔ yere and he respects his wife so much sɛ wɔmma wo me disrespect no nti no ɔno wo side chick no ɔbɛka kyerɛ sɛ me time sei mfrɛ me wofrɛ no a ade ɔde bɛyɛ wo mpɛ wo fie a womfrɛ ɔne ne yere nama ɔmfrɛ ɔno mmom na ɛbɛfrɛ even though ɛyɛ ade bɔne yɛmfoa so sɛ obi nkɔkyiiti but obi make sure sɛ wonnya that audacity ne me disrespect ne yere nti yɛ na mmarima no bi no ɛna ɛma saa chicks no ɛnya saa tumi no na ɔma baaba bɛ disrespect wɔ mo yere mede ma no asi
Yo,
Sure.
that's it. Konongo me pacho ye tio.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Month.
Morning.
Okay, so let me start
Yeah,
from
yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
no quick, why?
All right, so I think say mukuno mufra ba. You have to help them in prayers. Better come on when you're fasting, better 3 months, and son or mother. Do you know why? Some ladies in Ghana here, ne.
You don't know
Beman
what
on try cry my beman in Bambe Peno. Who sell fra butchery na bana, then they are doing self puts and washer. Especially Sabema the crowd drive the energy, and who you fake a cry. Now who say, ne, BBH,
she.
which you are
Yeah.
home. Say dear, and you know, baby.
Hey.
Kasa dɔm ho hyehyɛ wɔn. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. Kasa dɔm ho hyehyɛ wɔn. Ne kan sɛ ɔmo te area. Na ama me left. Na dan na ɔde brɛ me. Asɛ ɔkɔtena abotire na ma ne sika. Dan na ɔde brɛ me. Na wɔafa hwɛ abrɛ me. Na metumi ayɛ wei ama wo. Awofo ni bi kora to sɛ ɔmo mba ne so. Na so masi na aba no nkɔ bibi ma no sɛ na yere na amba. Kɔnɔ no aduane ma no. Oh, ya ma na de kura sika no no aduane ma wo. Oh, ya yɛ sei. Nti sometimes nye mema na and obaka so be you something when you ni bo so sometimes enye mema na obi na di bibia ye wo mo and let me come to this side too it's like a yini pursue, okay. And yet, say Nikuru no say mehu obi a one ne re na bro. Even the woman na to asase no, and also in a mikuru, me fa mikunu, edi enfant over bia ma ne kunu no. And mama na me no so say wan go school. Nti aware ne wo be ye basa, ye kan say tokwa baaye. Mama no catch her and say, now mo che dwapade no, papa ne kofa site plan and mama me say ya asase ne papers. Can you imagine? Because one co school, I think say recently ya na odiba some pro TV way or mu ye na omo je na asase ma no. So nipa bi mu tiri mu ye den. Do ho no ti ondwen ho. We ja okraba on control. Okay, and my money being so home, okay. Kokope na iro so me do buy second wife. And me hu be me bia. Oka cho me say na yiri mbu ade nam so me fe me nto for na me show yiri mbu ade ans me nyande. Every year be omo wo ba. Na yiri mbu ade no every year be
Yes, thank you so much.
na yiri mbu ade na ne wo. Umpe na akone ko jai no. That's the fact. Okay. It's no me money being so very toxic. And oba do ye say we no obe that na ma make no obe can a story oh do yard na me yere kra onye say oh ye neat we say me read there just say no ke can say me I don't want to say it
Just to
so
use.
please say mo kwa that ma me ne kasa e bunti mo yukunu machi e be mani be smart papa onne ti ho mo ti restaurant ko betimi akodi aba betena se wo mu hwe
Let us see what.
obetimi afa kira kodi mejo so abo na kobo gari dogi no asa betena se there one so akodi obi you never see it. Some are very smart Adrina kasa and when they put it in their mind say they will go and kochopi obi a po and I'm about sometimes I in a jom and then you see so akwayaba and there is no way only be my bet na be preventing say only have sex or better say and so be obi nim dia akoso some women they don't want to share or more our emu nsem to obi bibia de okay it's no be man the trim penasa story bi ba ya na bema no yam basem too much let me say on the bed obesha condom and say koye this test na won hu say oni bi ekoye a big case yes oba ne mbu ade ne ma to ska warew na me nkɔhye dan me nkɔye dan adan mbu ade emba no and bema nim so oba yi wadwe mu do kakra the thing say mbu ade okay and this man many case ni dey me yamom ya but I didn't see na ade a only the onim say only ni ku na build their boom say the two shall be one into the omo build their boom ti dan dream we fine adwem boni bia eni ni trim kasa na yaware no keti o ka benkum dware ni fa na ni fe dware benkum but boni so baba man ni trim so be di ma me de boni obedi na wu inte ne ko you would e bre because me ka oh maybe office wo omo ba beji loan na be man di na re na chi
Oba no oba de na affordability ra beji loan no. Na yetiti oba no. Be man salary ni ba. No no de ebi omo de ye project bi then oba ne de na affordability ra beji. Be man salary ni oba nti affordability ni eba. When your salary come it won't come the same thing to say previously no ebi so better. Obi kwati we dey take home of 1,700 kofi because of sky wa beji or the year project bi. Okay. And I didn't shouldn't yet idea this cabe pass say be a dime be an be say on finish you best me how will you use betim their my rent or whatever. So now be man the name bass if you're joining crowd only now they manage in chin restaurants a whole door and their side chick because on ye beer or bear man. Sometimes I hear you. Some child chick bia nko eduro bia so bi mo kode but ni nyina ye be ma no adwempo ne ewo ni tim so obedi wawu say on fa wonye hwe ka say na edwane and sometimes too ahusiesie too is very important. Okay obi o ba komienu no ejeja no won say you me wo obi a wa wo 7 ojina kwa obeka say won wo da so that one ni nyina was say oba ye taking note of that. Ebe ma de bia 1 star de bia 9 so they see me through you be side chicks if we omo you if any sense panty jean stringles and one be or no she grandma draws she will never wear it. Okay so sometimes to more money say ukuna dream she unwa dream she ukuntima or be bibia or bekai say oh I've done this to my wife a lot so I want to be with her, she's so precious to me, she's that say any person Bible kunya da me kra bo ni pe wie kra na wanu ne ho en nipa say ya say fra adwen mu adwen enye bia je say bia juju ana bibia ukuno ewiki dada obeware no hu say be ma we de onya papa and you still try to obeware no and all do so you have to keep quiet, suffer alone, die alone eye ni be ba be bo ni aye ni akosi nkwasesie ni aje nkwasanso abo na wo mana ye janka. That's it. And you are in a relationship and it says no good. Free mu aware no yen fa go heaven. When you know that permanent say to a toxic relationship, why stay in? Because of unkarano, because of way no do yare na be mu nyina na ene mo rotate no. It's not good. Okay, free mu tom free mu na ko be be for someone is waiting for you because do da but because of our rent the person cannot approach you. Just leave that toxic marriage, leave that toxic relationship. Now when you when life is so precious, Manuesi.
Yo, kono wakani na me pacho tata taki now say oh question I say now what comment
what na make us answer na message for one pacho.
Yeah, Uncle Ben so by actual Mr.
Can to be me continue Mr. Ma make us yes sure. Say my nya story ni na but from submission and contribution and for the man who be be echo. Did can you be say big number say oba no anya de so de the pension pay or be sa command guy.
Yeah.
In could do her obi to do ma no maybe o ha or yeah any trust abi not trust ni ku no. Nti na bi ama na yes ago no nyini se bia the way on any ku no nti no betimi ayesa. Ini me na madam fu bi no on the girl na too. The wife is akwan make the wife and everything no more ba and okoji credit mu demo or trust to be bia at the end no sisi demo we na bia ya kama oba no hu de open oba no pamono nti be man na etu aka no to say you but omajai no ma wo ba konso adam say o ma wo nti be man na amfa bibia mfifie ho omajai enti no bia oba no trust ni kunti na onim se ni kunu betimi aye we ogine di no man ko yesa until they say the name you back can be man na betray oba no very sad. And now secondly side chick for only be owa omi too aggressive sana mekan omi too aggressive so I na be so go warrior and that's why na be say or no be just our position na as a main chicken no e wono nti as a case no ka say just side chick do her onye ba dwemba ye bebrebe na nya matwemba bebrebe ena anya na dwe say saa de we no yesi e be say ono so ni chance be say ni one guy bi no only guy girl be call out and girl na aware say guy no wo yire you know but the year they so the year do nim bibia and the year omu call out be 1 year later now girl side chick no say me say guy no or that super nya dia o free no no afi hu ne na no o show attitude ne the catch us and girl we say me nim the mind but that's o show attitude that the day na guy ne side chick ni jaye the day ne report to man say that was the day omuja intino yo mema bia na yo e man bi just say the be man ye ne nye the oba no side chick ni so ye ne nye why not be so good oba we aware be man man ni na ho whatever the omu ka some crazy as side chick no like only ni free na brabo mu kra omu side no man nye first place nye was a course said obi a obetimi so bi say am Jerome the kan say obi man is kase onkum be man na obetimi akum nti sani person is what twin ho free no em say me nka be because of my time to me this here.
Uncle Ben, that's it. So was T. I hope that's the name. Me pacho, unmute yourself.
Yeah, me passion me di no.
Right. Akwaba.
Me da wasi. Me so asema me be kan ya me ma dwen chire.
Me pacho yo eat
Ana
you.
o ne adwuna am obi antake me. Eye me ya wo di ni ama no mo. De yo asem no mo ka no.
Okay.
O mo kasa sa me ti o mo sa me raho. E ma ni mo bi ne raho. Hwe me ni aba. Be ma e be fa wo be echi. E di nsem bebrebe na eba. Wonim mmarima dodo a mmaa no mu bi enye mmaa nyinaa ama manya pressure all because of ne yere baako nti sebi abrochirifo mmaa no mu bi ebi mo yawa a wɔde mmarima no bi fa so wɔ abrochire sister baako bi kan wase abrochire na mmaa no wɔ power sabote so ka say mmaa no wɔ power because of say abrochire mmara no favor mmaa nti woyɛ bɛka wo si abɔntere sister mo nkasa ache kasam kura ba ho de munya aka mmaa no mo boa memu senye saa mmaa no a wo de mo nhwɛ mmarima dodo ewu jamaa mo nhwɛ mmarima dodo ewu jamaa sister ba akwa asɛm wo kan mo ayi ne sɔre ya wo ayi ne sɔre ya sister sɔre ya wo de Nyankopɔn boa wo de tare wo en sɔre wo yɛ wo ba wo sɛ ma ni nyina ɛka tia mɛma mumu sama ne sɛ ɔmo nsoso no ɛde na ɔmo de yɛ ɔmo kunu no enti bɛma bɛ ne sɛ be na adwene nyɛ na adwene eni fia na yire yɛ bibia ama no na obeku n'anim ase yɛ sikafo ɔmo wɔ Ghana bebrebe ebi yire mmea sɛ na enum panyin ne deto adenti na wonfa eno nya hwe adenti na memfa Canada Japan yere nya mfa to na yere panyin onte o wato enti sister mo twa no mo ka ko bonko nka nko nifa se ma no nso so titiru ye ware mu hwia na no ma sesa bikini na wo pa ware ne de sister kama ma onware nwie na se wotu kwan de kra ka ho pa ma no mo wa continue bi mo kra be ka ho de a ene na ase enti no me no netie entetiye ene kasa wo kasa e kire me enkoyie ne Nyankopɔn aboa makopie makohie wo baa bia enti wo sesɛn adenti na ndam wo ma na sebe ma ba no pese ade ne da ho da no mo de adu mo so enti ne de obema ba akon yere ba akon ya ye gina so ye be kasa ye nyina bi wo ho no ma wotɔ ebi kra mpa papa eyere ebi otoso mienu no de wo papa fo de telefone no emma mema ni nyini chei hwe yen ka no kore ye papa mo ye na mo wu ko ne bo na yere mo na yenum emma mema ni nyini che se wo a wo kwa asore wo de bible nsam kra ka ho de me de bible asem be ka ho emma no ware bebre mo nyini chiche enne de ye mo se be ma ba akon na mema yi tim pressure tim bema ho asore anadwo ne yere no sisa ba akobi
Pacho, if I will land my time na so why?
Sisa se wa se na se mo kan simple gise be oba no wo ye be ma boa wo yere ewufi sisa ma no be sisi a boa wo yere ewufi anse enti be ma no be have sex a gise wo ye ewufi adwuma ma so am na have sex debi Mini aba mom yemfa no krento muntu ma ne fo say omo ware ya omunye omukunu mu yi omo fa ni die ni buo beginning na ye ba wan de na omo te omo nye se wanye saade a anya akwaketo bi beji wukunu na ye nso so ye be koso ni aye saade no de ti ama because mo fa buo no maye ti me da mase
Yeah, that's it. Epa ebusuafo mepamacho eni die ne ahobrasie mu epa ha sei na aha sei ye normalize eyi side ewa
Ana
ha
wasin.
sei.
Anka mbebisa ase.
Wa ubetimi ebusa. Yesre mo pa eni die mu ewa ha sei. Nie enkoye ena ye ba ye beka eno ne nche se wo se be promote. I'm really sorry but I have to do this. Eni kwan se be promote SSI checks boa enya de pa say efie say ebusua mu. Back then ena no omo ye ne sa it is okay ena nkrofo ya ye bubo wo mu din nyina no omo wari wo mo yire no mpanyimfo omo ma wo mo yire no mo te ase ese me ba be wari oba we ya ye eno no yenhwe the differences ye ka side check ye ka second wife ye ka third wife yes remo ebusuafo say wo be fa side check yes stay situation a ode abey e mani e wo musa ese omo emu omu kununom ebi omu nye wo omu kununom 1 or 2 but no side check and solve a problem no ebi a side check for a short period obetimi aba be solve ebi a wo problem 1 or 2 but still oda so e wo fie ho enti se we interested se wo person on side check e wo ho a all you have to do is just sit your wife down, talk to her and leave so that she can also live in peace. But all the time, yeba na yebeba ba bejiatum and a side check and a woho and a side check ne woho ebusia for emwa enya depa. It is about time it was a sad no. Yetimi ye brotherhood yestremo pa say bia obe wari bia kan wo yire ho a ono yire nkasa ne nipa no accept say minim sa asumasi ba be ka me ho ana say ho ahwani be ka me ho but say wo yiri innocent you will go around chanko wo kofa yare a enyu ono nko na wo de eba o ba wo yiri na wo sa de brain wo sa be destroy wo home if you want to be with a side chick I'm sorry just go and be with her and let your wife live in peace ebusuya for yesem opa won sa demo because asetene mu nsemo de mempese ya ye ba eni die ni ahobrase mu pa no me side check dear me ma yembe promote side check our platform so madam say all right me say Mr. Steven osa eba so quick one
my busy kakra na nsemi twitwa masum eno na wa clarify ni nyina no ba na me de sound to an say ye masa chance we nya ana yenhwe me obema bi obeka se ne yiri muade bia be ma no wa agenda because bi say me ma ontimi nya specific ade na me yiri muade de ntino muade o yiri yo se so boafo oboa na watime tumpom but the moment I'm puntu no ba na wa ye ne say o ye domat na wa ye ne say afi na okwa akope oba afoforo de na ba enye sa na onyankopon ye tetefo na ya wo mo kanu na wo kanu omo ko into acceptances ya wako na oba no so make sure say odinidie be ma na yere odinidie be ma oba na oto hodada no ba we ndie ye nhwa ade da bi entisa tetefo ni niam omo ye nyina ye say good ni nyina no omo de ma na be page apade be ye adwuma den be ye slave but yen kan no kware nti edu ba bia ye say ye nhwa tetefo na ma omo ahoden e ma ne na ye adwuma na ye mema no nti ye besre in modern world no nia ope na okofa baako na wabusuya aso baako na nije ne ahoden kwatenten wo ye nchen na ye kofa yare na de abre oba ye kofa yare na de abre be ma emmoa oba ko na be ma kwa abusuya na ebobo nti ye besre mema no ye besre mema na especially unyo oba na ye osese boafo na oboawa emane nkohwe wuo emfa pensi nuane emampaye okan bible a emampaye na ememe di yo enye mema ho woden tis obe ja empire bomma wa unshire nyina block nti ye besrem kakra say ye promote side check wo platform we so wo pesa wo ya wo dey create wo platform now dey by ye ba hana say topic ne ba moma yen go straight to the topic and then ebe boa na nipa na nya solution madam ase
Nanekia.
Empress,
Me-
Pacha, to
Okay.
me.
Okay, sure.
Empress.
Yes, me pacho make me a comment.
Go ahead.
Madam Watson, Nana Kriad, thank you so much for your comment, and then also Pastor Stephen Yamin Shiramopa, because this I find this to be such a myth. Say men who have multiple wives tend to live longer. It's not true. I mean, studies have shown usually, and that's why America, in the West, there are so many. So, I mean, there are divorces, there are failed marriages, but the successful ones, they tend to be wealth, they tend to build more wealth, and they tend to be more successful, healthier, live longer, and love each other and then pass on the love. In Africa, no, I find say because of the polygamy, all of that, it's been promoted so much. Say, there's the belief say they're happier, live longer. Who does it favor? Men. That's it. It doesn't favor women. Women tend to fight. There's always animosity. There's always wait, so outdo this person, wait, outdo. So at the end of the day, it comes down to the selfishness of men. Some men, right? And it's there's nothing success about it. And I also find a member, they're not committed to one person. They tend not to be too successful. And also, they tend not to live longer. Because it's nothing but problems. Because women are very competitive. Women always want to outdo the other person. Obiya person feel special. Obiya person, it gets acknowledged. When women feel that they're being diminished or demeaned or not being, recognized, it creates a level of animosity, jealousy, envious. It's just, and Korano also, we don't think about the children, the effect it has on the children with multiple mothers, multiple stepmothers. It's so spread out. And sometimes somebody is going to be left out somewhere at some point. And these are the things that, from my experience, like growing up, my grandparents, they they were already old people, and by the time my grandfather was like 86 years old. My grandmother died at age 82. And my grandfather and sister, within 3 months, he also passed away. They were like a sister and brother, just the two of them. They had successful marriage, successful children, and I saw that, and I always dream, say, this is what I want my marriage to be. Said to see my grandparents. Even my mom used to make a joke, say, no, my grandfather, yeah, be no baby, they be no appear no bar. Bomudina, he just goes to a bar or consume a little, liquor or consume almost all could try appetition, no abefi. Or until now they used to make fun of him. He never cheated, he never had another woman, and he had the option to do that.
Thank you so much for your
But he never did that. And see, that's what I wanted to just come out to say. We shouldn't promote this side chicks. We shouldn't promote all these multiple women, because it doesn't bring health to marriages. It doesn't bring wealth to marriages. It brings nothing but chaos. And it's very unhealthy. That's my opinion. And maybe
Thank you so much. STEM advocate, Mepacho, welcome. Yes, sir. Your time needs under 3 minutes. Why, Madam Asipa?
Okay, thank you. I think me then I cannot be Oba I can be the Oba Prime Empress. And that's a good submission. Also, in most relationships, and as our there are always 3 elements involved: Oba, Okunu, and Nkwada. Into the moment who say they may be jina bonting na all kase bibi ye na the bibi na all kase ye no say side chick say a ye no the original swaka say ye no say ebe buama onu be man no ni agye na other 2 elements na wa wade no mu no enka equation no ho a then it leaves a question mark.
Selfish gain. That's all.
It leaves a question mark as to the motives, the leadership sort of phenomenon. Leaders, if the pursuit of a leader is their own personal gratification to the detriment of the other two important elements in the family, then that leadership is questionable. And me say, most of the time, people are selfish, and that selfishness makes them justify things that otherwise they wouldn't have justified. Now, the second bit about disrespect, I always tell people, say, respect is not something that is a birthright. Every human being does not have to be respected because they are human. No. Respect is earned. You earn it, right? By your actions, the way you communicate, the way you lead, the way you follow. These are the things that earn you respect. I don't expect people on this platform to respect me if I come here and start insulting people. No. So you can't go and live with somebody and always complaining about disrespect, whilst at the same time, you don't tell us the extent to which you respect that person. Respect should be bi-directional. It should be mutual. It goes both ways. And your bear deserve respect.
God bless you.
Oba also deserve respect. And Kwadano deserve respect.
Right.
And that is the thing we Africans, we don't see. Most of the time when we are even taking decisions in the home, we don't consider the views of the children. Oba and papa and person move from one city to another city. They don't consult the kids. They just move because omona omunum say omokonya ade papa bi wo ho. But you never ask Nkodano, how is that going to affect their well-being?
Right.
If you might build the ties, if you with friends, school, and all that in that community, that movement, and how is that going to influence them? You don't factor it in because we are the adults. Until the year you're in here, well, who elevates our conversation? Now, ultimately, could they got to maybe at some point, Sabemano. Or no need decision, no, a Trump will be a decision with you to take a decision. No consultation to the woman or kids, or your leader or kawaka. Till the moment our Barnaby resisted any of the suggestions, Sibia, oh, Mira, a higher person, and yet, oh, all hell will break loose. Why do you challenge me? Well, and I think that is not a way we should live as men and women or as families. So I go for Oba. Now no Oba not to say our dear Quanso. Now who say Oba no. Nisupa nya ofe. As a woman dear when I walk out. As an enemy be nya ofe. In fact, usually what you do is you give them a benefit of the doubt and sit down with them and point out, Akosia, XYZ are we many in Jehon. The patron, you better near to me, I corrected that. Then you work through it. Any woman, na dream with the honor, or better was it, no more work it through it. Samson, I could also say, XYZ being Koya, or so bit much what as a quajo. Where are we in Koye? Say I am correct, no, then you work through it. If you're unable to engage this way as an adult outside from who leader, now the office said the solution to that is to go out. Go and pick another woman without considering how that will impact the family and the kids. Then you are not a leader. You are not a leader at all. At the end of the day, Sawoka, not any panans, and I am Mohena, and Yadia will be to my resolve. You have an option to leave. That was seeking divorce. Then you go your way. One more bad also chance to go and get another person that will not be compatible. Maybe I can baby. That should be it. It's so simple. I don't know why people want to make life difficult. Then they come up with all sorts of myths. So they know about and men who marry more live longer. Men who do this.
More happier.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So maybe they see her.
Nyame insure stem waka ne nyinaa ya na yete from brotherhood nso ankasa se ya na enye te se bia sisterhood ye na ye ka ya na ye ni eje kwadwo me pacho bra kwadwo prempe ebusuafo am request ye nyinaa ye srem ye ntimi
Double tap to activate. Double tap back button. Window navigation bar. Leave this live. Leave this live. Double tap to activate. Cancel button. Detected icon. Plus sign. Lane. Double tap to activate.
Yes, madam.
me
The church muna and anadri.
ye jo so pa
Betiti bebrebe na enye de odwan pene se enka okakashe ne sinase. But it will be a me de me am ho example.
okay
Bebe wale me say oba ni so per wedding. O se o sheka wo me na e ne fe. O yesi ya ne fe. Na me so pese me ye bibi shene ni monyam. Na enye emani na enye mema no so na but ebi o ma de wo hu ni nti no. Me si awale kwa nyama kono bi mu.
kafra
Me awale nyama kono bi mu. Because me de me ne mani edin pa wo Kumasi. One of the stubborn guys and no Kumasi me kan be. But me say me jai bibia na mabo brand said de ese fata. Me kwa wale mo ma mienu no ba no so mienu na ye ko ba ko kan. Na no more de me firm no. Even me too kwa mo America ikura no. You see to say maybe because enyo no bi anka me hui. Ishishi me face na efofro. That be anka me nchia na anka me ntiase. So ntuno o kan na ne be ye bibia kwala mo ze later no. Otimi di na se kura atem. On the identity no. Ntino se bi se obi ka ebia ontimi kan asem ni na wo. Bedwo mo bi ante. Nti de me se bi se me fa me yire chida. But oba na start here. Edu because me say bia me be ma na wu. Na me so ko fa oba bi. Am say ase me jam na so na aya say yi no. So nti no kakra me ka na say edu ba bi a enye mema no so enye omu fault. But if you knew why should be pii. Opi so akwakofa ya le bia be yo. Nti mo kan no mo to yenwa ma no so fo.
okwejo
De me hu o. Na me de ka.
okay
So
yo
we audio bill brand me delete audio no. Even my main can last one. Neba school ko ni teacher for ko di teacher for that time school no. What I say, me na ko pay school kwan ni ma kwan answer me samba. No, they be a report. No, it's okay. Since I tell them fan ko to boarding house. Ni de ko to. Me wa no mo no. That was 2019. My first teacher ni ama no teacher ni no be cherade. Teacher ni ba o pamu teacher ni so ko akra na bre. Office school by one school. You see, he said, "Mommy, I'm repeating twice." So, until I do a bit so, Mr. Moore, in your man, so, or me, no, maybe, and so any. Maybe the maker say, "Maybe while I mem fa, me a child as a mem for by employer because a child and a meme wale. No fun cut and be an amen besame wale because of the meme winning. Of my me, I'm who about you. I be a semi wale no so no. Until I do a blessing of them, maybe of us side check now. Then you know, they be a few new. The money, yes, I know, man. So, Miss some more years, some who say a man who's been so hard, Johnny. Intimidamasi.